Go interactive with
Me, Kelly. This super sweet girl is Stella, and she's looking for a home at Nanaimo SPCA. Ashley, what's Stella's story?
Well, Stella is 14 years young, and she has no idea that she is 14 years old.
Oh, she doesn't look 14.
She doesn't. She doesn't act 14 either. When we first got her, she did actually look her age. She was missing fur all on her back end. She was quite emaciated. Her ear was infected, and she just wasn't feeling very good. She'd fall over when she'd walk. She didn't have enough strength.
It sounds like she really deserves a loving forever
She
home for her retirement.
She does. She's doing great now. We have her on an allergenic food, a special food, and it's helped her hair grow in and stop the itching. She'll need to be on that for life. Anytime she gets anything that she's not supposed to, she gets quite itchy. But otherwise, she's great with kids. She's great with cats. She's a sweetheart.
Awesome, and she definitely deserves somewhere nice to spend the last of her days.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking for a new best friend, and she's really playful too, come and meet Stella at Nanaimo SPCA.
Good girl. Good girl.
Go interactive with
Annette. The MacMillian Arts Centre in Parksville is the place to be for all kinds of cultural activities, whether it's a music performance, an art exhibition, or even an art class. They have events happening throughout the year, including a number of sessions about artist trading cards. And Lynn Orris is going to tell me all about artist trading cards, as well as teach me how to make one. What exactly is it?
Well, it's a trading card, like a hockey card or baseball card, same size, 2.5 by 3.5, and the sky is the limit. You can use textures, you can use paint or pencil crayons, glitter, found objects, you can do fabric, and so just whatever you like to do, as long as it's within that parameter of size. What we're going to do today is we're going to do something that's fairly quick and simple, and we're starting with our basic 2.5 by 3.5 piece in pink, and then we'll use a glue stick because it's fairly quick to use. And so you just put some glue on there and glue that on.
I think I can handle that.
Yes, I think so too. And then you'll take the scissors.
I like the way that's smudging off onto the glue. See, I'm being an artist already.
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
And now you'll just turn it over and trim it.
So cut off all my excess. So they can be a painting, they can be a collage, as you say. They're individual tiny works of art, is what I understand.
So now you can do anything you want. You've got your start. So now that's your start. So now you may want to stamp.
Why are we making these today, Lynn?
Well, we are doing this so that we can interact with other artists, and we're having a drop-in session here. So this is something that we're trying to promote, the artist trading cards, and just kind of having an informal gathering of artists getting together. The other thing too is with this format, you're doing something that isn't going to cost anybody anything except your time. And you're sharing your expertise with
ideas
other people
and things.
Yes.
And it can be exactly what you want to do, or it can be something as playful as this.
Absolutely.
Now, I understand also that a lot of the artists collect, like yourself.
Yes. I've been collecting for about 12, 13 years, and I have some of the work in a book here, and you'll see that there's quite a variety of pieces.
It's a really interesting idea. Why do you like to do them so much, Lynn?
I like to do them because I can just sit and do it if I've got an evening where I'm watching TV or something. I can play. I can be doing something with my hands.
Well, it's a wonderful way to pass the time, and I could see how art is kind of the new relaxing technique in the evening, sitting around.
It is.
I have a new reason to collect more stuff and start playing with stuff. And if you want to find out more about the artist trading cards, there are a number of drop-in sessions. The public is welcome. November 21st is the first one, and December 19th between 2 and 4 p.m. in one of the open-air galleries here at the MacMillian Arts Centre in Parksville.
You're watching Go. We're at the Vancouver Island Conference Centre for the 9th Annual Vancouver Island Economic Alliance State of the Island Summit. If you'd like more information on what the Vancouver Island Economic Alliance does, what's in the report, and how you can get involved next year, the best thing to do is go online, VIEA.ca. We're going to throw things over now to Fiona Shedden. She's doing something weird and wacky. She's got some kind of thing stuck to her ear.
Go interactive with
Fiona. Chronic pain is an invisible illness that affects a lot more people than I realized. How many people does it affect?
It actually affects 1 in 5 British Columbians, and they deal with it on a daily basis. So it's a large number of people out there.
Wow, 1 in 5. So this is Andrea Noble from Pain BC. Now, Andrea, there's the obvious discomfort that comes along with chronic pain, but what other symptoms come along with it that people may not realize?
Yeah, I think we can all relate to pain. We all understand what pain is, but when you're dealing with it on a daily basis and it continues for so long, it starts to affect every aspect of your life. It can affect your finances, your family, your social situation. You can sometimes feel isolated because you don't want to maybe do as many things as you used to, or it's harder to get out there and meet other people. So I think that it can also affect people mentally and emotionally, and as well as physically.
How important is it to find a support group if someone's in that kind of a position?
I think it's extremely important. We have a really popular Facebook group, and I asked the people on there what they wanted to get out to people watching, and they said they wanted people to know that pain is real. This is invisible, as you mentioned, but it really affects them, and so it's not something that's just in your head, and it really does make daily living really, really hard. And I think the most important thing is to be able to connect to other people, speak to other people who are going through the same thing, and also to be heard by healthcare providers as well.
So it may be hard for someone to understand how it makes daily living so hard, but Pain BC is doing an experiment, and what is that?
Yes, that's right. We're doing the clothes pain experiment. So you can take a clothes peg, hopefully you have one of these lying around your home, and you can clip it to your ear.
Okay.
So I'll give
Why
this
don't
to
I do
you.
that? So right there, does that work?
Yeah, anywhere
Okay.
you want.
Okay.
So obviously you're going to clip this to your ear for 1 hour,
Okay.
and you're going to try to go throughout your day. It's not the same as actually living with chronic pain, but
Yeah.
it just gives you a taste of how uncomfortable and distracting it can be.
Yeah, it's pretty distracting already. Doesn't feel that great, I'll be honest with you. But here we go. I'm going to give the clothes pain experiment a shot.
Chronic pain is one of those things that we think happens when we get older or when we're sick. But chronic pain can affect children and adults of all ages. It can be somebody in your office place, it can be your friend, and a lot of us don't talk about chronic pain.
Hello?
It's something that people deal with often by themselves in isolation, and they just try to go about their day doing everything, but it's always there and it's always really, really hard.
And we're standing here outside. Sorry, one sec.
It can be something that people don't really know how to ask questions about. It could be something that you don't know how to talk about in the workplace because you don't want people to think that you're weak or you're making it up or that you maybe are exaggerating. So I think it's something people often hide and feel embarrassed about sometimes or isolated with.
Okay, well, I have to be honest. I'm glad that's done. We did have a little bit of fun with it, but chronic pain is very serious and it's very frustrating. So who is this experiment for? Would you encourage everyone to try this?
Yes, this experiment is for everyone watching. So you can just grab a clothes peg, hopefully one lying around the house, clip it to your ear for an hour and see what it's like. After your 1 hour, I want you to post about your experience, #LivingWithPain. If you already are dealing with chronic pain, we want you to participate as well. You can skip the experiment, but just please use the #LivingWithPain to tell us about what your daily experience is like with pain.
And I would also encourage someone to try it. It was a painful but eye-opening experience. Thanks a lot, Andrea.
Thank you.
Despite the light-hearted approach, people who deal with pain every day is not something to be taken lightly. You're watching Go, October 30th through November the 6th, and I really like a growing trend that seems to be popping up at conferences and summits. There's a leaderboard behind me, and what it's doing, it's extracting all of the Twitter activity that's taking place at this event, and I can see at the bottom, you know, who's here and who's actively tweeting and what they're tweeting about. Technology in motion. The Vancouver Island Economic Alliance was established 9 years ago to connect and network and provide direction for business and business leaders on Vancouver Island. I mentioned they are membership driven. If you'd like more information, visit the website and get involved to promote business on Vancouver Island. We're going to throw things over now to Jocelyn Matwee. She's at Jack's Point in another Arbutus RV Island adventure.